Okay, so let me just say this before y'all start asking down in the comments below. CC means closed community. Closed community is basically we hop in game and it's like a story mode type thing where we're actually playing the game, but it's limited to a certain amount of players. And unlike the actual game, there's going to be a limited amount of fruits and resources, like a story mode. And in RELL Seas, only people who have gold or silver will be able to get into this. All right, so we just got an announcement within the RELL Seas Discord server, and there seems to be a misunderstanding. You guys think that CC is like around the corner. It's probably going to happen in November based off of the announcement that was just made not too long ago. So let's just talk about this real quick. I was debating whether I was going to make this a video or not, but hey, here we are. I'll go lie. This isn't going to be great news, chat. RELL Brothers, they are trying to work on this game every day to put out the best possible product that they possibly can, and we are rushing them, which is I know that they did say that this game was going to release this year, so it's kind of on them, but at the end of the day, we all want the best possible game, and even though it was supposed to release some time ago, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Honestly, me personally, I wouldn't even mind waiting for RELL Seas. I really wouldn't. As if like another game, Holy War X, some sort of online, some Demon Slayer game, like some game that we could actually play and have some fun, and I could record and make videos on, man. I wouldn't mind waiting for RELL Seas and let them cook. It's just, what is going on with Roblox, bro? But it's just one of those things where it's like, there's no other game who's actually trying to release. Like, I don't know, we'll have to see, but let's talk about this. Now, first of all, I personally said some months ago, I think it was like July, August, I said that, guys, testing this is what needs to happen, because they announced that testing CC is gonna happen after movie 3. And so what needed to happen was movie 3 needed to happen in either September or this month, October. The reason for that is because they need to do then following CC needs to happen like November, December. So worst case scenario, in my opinion, I thought that testing would happen in November and the movie 3 would release October this month, the end of this month. And this month is almost over. So that deadline is pretty much out. Like, I don't think movie 3 is happening this month, guys. So if hypothetically movie 3 happens next month in November, that means we would only have a month of CC if we want to release the game this year. At best, guys, or like maybe 2 months. If it releases the beginning of November, which I don't think is gonna happen, then I guess we could have 2 months of CC. I'm sure maybe that could work, but let's just get into the video. So over here in the announcement, they said we're removing gold subs within November, and a lot of y'all probably saw this announcement, meaning like within November testing is gonna start, CC is gonna start, because I did get some pings in my server about people talking about, oh, CC is starting, I hope you're preparing. No, that's not what it means, chat. We've been stockpiling content to test with the red and blue testers. Previously, we'd only test in waves. That's the old method. Small focus, test, stop dev, fix, continue development, finalize. But the new method is big batch dev content. So they'll get like a huge amount of stuff to test, and then they'll test that, then they'll fix that, finalize, continue development. So basically the difference is, instead of smaller portions of testing, smaller things, smaller test sessions, they have big session and test all of that, fix it, and you know, yeah, which is obviously good because that means testing will go by, the whole process will go by fast. As stated, we'll be conducting gold and silver testing phases once we've finished red and blue testing. So yeah, this right here, red and blue is still going on. This testing phase has been going on for some time now, all the way back in July, all the way back when we've been talking about, hey, testing has started. That's been red and blue testing phase, and they've been testing ever since. Obviously they had a downtime because, as y'all know, there was like this feature that wasn't released on Roblox yet, and they had to wait for that to release in order to really continue to properly test the game. So they had kind of like a time where they had to pause, where they might even had to delay the game. They weren't sure what was happening, but that was settled and figured out, and thankfully it was figured out pretty fast. So they were able to continue on with testing and all of that properly, and even better than before. But we're not even on to the gold silver testing yet, guys. We're not even on to that yet. We're still on blue and red. So think about it, we're in October, and if we go into November and we're still on, you know, red and blue testing, maybe we go into gold testing finally in November. I guess we'll have to see. Then maybe we could have like a month and a half of testing, maybe just a month of testing. We'll see. But yeah, within the gold and silver testing, which is supposed to happen after the red and blue, this is what we're gonna be able to test. Main menu test customization, which is good. I want to test customization. Mission 1 tutorial test. So that's like, I think that's like the little test area we saw in the movie 2, I think. But maybe it's different. I don't know. That's what I assume it is. Combat mechanic test. So obviously combat, ship combat test, sea beast hunting test. So all that is cool. But then the big issue I have with this announcement, it's so cooked. They said maybe C1, which is not confirmed. So C1 might happen in this like gold, silver testing phase. CC should be C1, because if CC is not even C1 and it's like just what is it? If it's not C1, just one island, how would that work? It has to be C1. But if C1 for the gold, silver testing phase, because maybe they're not even talking about CC, which still isn't all that good, I guess, in terms of if we wanted to release this year. But yeah, if C1 is not even prepared, like it's not even 100% guaranteed for testing, which would be, let's say next month or December, y'all, if we don't even have one seed, because this game's supposed to release for 3, if we don't have one seed to test, chat, I ain't gonna lie, it might be a 2026 release. Shout out to the RELL brothers though. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. There's just so many things that makes it look like this game is it just can't release this year. I think best case scenario, it's looking like we're gonna get closed community. It's looking like we're gonna get closed community maybe this year. And then RELL is looking like it's gonna release next year. There's still some hope. There's still possibility that this game could release this year, guys. Maybe all that stuff could happen in November. This is literally just me like this is a guess, speculating. None of it could be true. And they might even still be on track, on pace for whatever their goal release date is. But it just, in my opinion, it just doesn't seem like all that makes sense. And if it doesn't release this year, hey, it is what it is. I guess let them cook, but it's not looking too bright, man. It's not looking too bright. Now, what they're really doing this month of November is they're removing the gold sub so basically you won't be able to get gold sub memberships within the Discord anymore. They're going to be removing that. Anybody who had bought it or whoever has gold plus will keep those roles. And if you don't have it before November, there'll be no way to obtain it. It'll be gone. And right now there are benefits. So if you get golds or if you have gold plus, there are benefits that you get when the game actually releases, like different armors or stuff like that. So that's basically what they're doing this month. They're just removing that ability to be able to get the gold sub. They're not bringing CC, y'all. I know y'all thought CC was happening. That's not what they're doing. They're just removing that because I guess they're preparing for the next test stage, which would be gold, silver, and then I guess CC, or maybe directly and into CC. I guess we'll have to see. I will say that since they did announce that testing will have bigger batches, that unlike before where it was just smaller test sessions, maybe things can go by faster in the month of November and they'll have bigger test sessions where CC could happen sooner than we think. And maybe we will get a release date. But even then, guys, CC is pretty much testing. And, you know, if things don't go according to plan during CC and it's a lot more difficult, a lot more buggier than even they might expect, the game could get delayed. No, they wouldn't even know that the game would be like a 2026 release because they don't even know if bigger issues might come up in CC, in which case, you know, that possibility is always there. Or maybe CC could go smoothly and it could release this year. Look, there's so much that we're just guessing on that we don't know. So it's just a matter of, all right, let's see, let them cook. They said that the game was gonna release this year. So we're just gonna let them cook, not talk too much about it. And if it doesn't release this year, I'm ready for it. But that's about it for this video, guys. Let me know how y'all feel about all of this down in the comments below. Are you still excited for the RELL season? Because you should be. It's going to be the best game on Roblox to ever release. I also did see some people saying that they want the game to actually release like next year, only because like there's just so much going on. School is going to be happening, and they want to actually enjoy it summertime next year. Which, by the way, in my opinion, if this game gets delayed to 2026, and this is just my opinion, but if this game does get delayed to 2026, then they're probably not going to feel the pressure to release the game too soon because they'll have that entire year to release again, and they'll probably just end up releasing it summer of next year. I don't think if it releases next year, it's going to release January. That's just my opinion, and I could be absolutely wrong, but I think it's the pressure or the fact that they put that pressure on themselves to release this year, why they want to get it out this year. But yeah, either ways, I'm not going to stress it. They're gonna do their job. They're going to work and they're gonna grind on RELL and make it as good as possible. And whatever happens. That's all I have to say. But I just want to put this information out there for all of you guys who are confused. Yeah. That's about it. See you on the next video. Peace out.